Hello students, this is the last topic of chapter demand. Chapter demand, we will discuss further demand meaning, factors affecting the demand, law of demand, and next one is change in quantity demanded and change in demand. And today we will end this chapter by two topics. One is why does law of demand operate, and the second one is why does law of demand not operate. Clear? These are the exceptions also. Why we discuss this? Because we discuss about the law of demand, and law of demand says that when price increases, demand decreases, and when price decreases, demand increases. When other factor remains constant, we already discussed this. When other factor remains constant, but the question remains, why does this law of demand operate, or why does demand curve is downward sloping? So there are certain reasons behind this. We are go through this today. Okay, so we will start from first question. This question is as it is asked in your class. Okay, why does law of demand operate? Why does law of demand curve is downward sloping? We discuss about this, like demand curve is downward sloping. Okay, demand curve is downward sloping. The answer is, so there may be a two type of questions, either examiner asked by this, or examiner asked by this. Both the answer will be the same. First question, first topic is due to application of law of diminishing marginal utility. We discuss this topic into our next class, that is consumer behavior. But I'll give just light on this topic, that is what is law of diminishing marginal utility. For example, if you give your first cycle by your father, then you will you become more happy. But if they give you a second cycle, your happiness will be lesser than first one. Same as it is, first mobile, first bike, first anything which you get in your life first time, then you will receive a maximum satisfaction. Law of diminishing marginal utility says that when consumer increases his consumption, please listen carefully, consumer increases his consumption by one succeeding units, then he receives satisfaction goes on diminishing. That means जैसे जैसे कंज्यूमर कंजम्पशन इंक्रीज करेगा, उसे मिलने वाला सेटिस्फैक्शन डिक्रीज होता जाएगा बाय द एवरी सक्सेसिव यूनिट. एंड व्हाई विल दिस हैपन? बिकॉज दिस इज द ह्यूमन नेचर. इफ आई एम हंग्री I am too hungry, and if I consume first chapati, okay, then the first chapati, the first bread of my food give me the most satisfaction. But the second one gave me the lesser because I am already fulfilled. Clear? I am already fulfilled enough. So next is third one also give me a less satisfaction. Fourth one also give me a less, and fifth less. That is why the concept is called law of diminishing marginal utility. Diminishing law. This one is considered in next class, later class. Okay. So diminishing, that means decreasing. Marginal utility for this time you consider is like a satisfaction. Okay. So diminishing satisfaction, decreasing satisfaction. When consumer purchase some units, then he receives his satisfaction goes on diminishing, यानी कि गिरता हुआ downward. So he wants to pay the less amount comparatively give for the first unit. Logically बात है, अगर मुझे कोई चीज़ बहुत अच्छी लग रही होगी, ठीक है, तो I'll give them my whole money to accept it, to get to obtain it. But if this all the commodity I have already have, then the next one के लिए मैं कम पेमेंट करना चाहूँगी एंड द नेक्स्ट वन के लिए और कम. दैट इज वाई प्राइस जो है यहाँ पर, दैट मीन्स डिमांड आपकी कम हो रही है तो आप उसके लिए कम पेमेंट करना चाहोगे. क्लियर? सो कंज्यूमर परचेजेस मोर क्वांटिटी एट अ लोअर प्राइसेस बिकॉज ही वांट्स टू इक्वलाइज द मार्जिनल सेटिस्फेक्शन को बराबर करना है of the commodity and its price. The diminishing marginal utilities should be equal to price is the cause of downward sloping demand curve. If you understand this topic here, very good. And if you don't understand, just watch my next lecture. We will discuss it more explained way. Okay? So, for the first law of diminishing marginal utility says that if consumer increases his consumption, then he receives satisfaction, goes on diminishing, and that is why he received diminishing satisfaction. So he wants to pay the less amount of commodity. Clear? The next one is substitution effect. This will also discussed by us in last class. Substitution effect. Substitution effect, like Tide and Surf Excel, the favorite example of mine. My favorite example, my favorite like Surf Excel and Tide. If Surf Excel become cheap, its product, then Tide's users are shift to Surf Excel. So demand of Surf Excel become more. This is called substitution effect. Like when the price of a commodity falls, it becomes relatively cheaper than the other commodity. अगर किसी commodity की price decrease होती है, then it will become cheaper than other commodity. Obviously, if Surf Excel reduce its price, its product price, and the Tide remains the same, then Tide users are shift to Surf Excel. Now the demand of Surf Excel becomes more. So substitution effect. It induces consumers to substitute the commodity whose price has fallen for the other commodity which have now become relatively expensive. This will also consider in the example of tea and coffee also, which we already discussed in our previous class. That is, if price of tea increases, then demand of coffee will increases. Why? Because the tea users are now shift to coffee. Okay, and the demand and in respect of we studied this in respect of demand of coffee. Okay, so demand of coffee will increase, and if price of tea decreases, then again they shift. This is the substitution effect. If you give two commodities, okay, or both the commodities give you the same satisfaction, you choose the cheaper one. Okay, you are the rational person. Or नहीं साहब मेरे को तो बड़ी ही चाहिए, ले लो फिर. If the result is that total demand for the commodity whose price has fallen increases. Clear? The next one, income effect. What is the income effect? We consider the purchasing power. We will discuss. Okay, like if my income shows with the Y, okay, income is increases, then in reality purchasing power is increases, and if purchasing power increases, then I demand more. Okay, so what the statement said that when price of a commodity falls, ठीक है, अब ये तो हो गया income के respect में. Clear? This one is in respect of income. अब statement said about in respect of price. So in respect of price, if price is decrease of certain commodity, then this become now cheap. Okay, and if my income remains constant, okay, If my income again 500 and I spend 100 rupees on particular commodity, which price is reduced now. So if in 100 rupees I'll purchase 5 kg of something, say 5 kg of rice, and and prices of rice are decreases. So now in 100 rupees I'll purchase more quantity with the same price. Clear? When price of a commodity falls, consumer can buy the same quantity of the commodity with the lesser money. Clear? He can buy more of the same commodity with the same money. As a result of fall in price, consumers' real income, the purchasing power, that is 100 rupees. I have only 100 rupees. But before I have 100 rupees, before I have 100 rupees, now I have 100 rupees. But now the 100 rupees becomes more comparatively before, because now I purchase more 7 kg, 8 kgs in same 100 rupees. So purchasing power of money become increased. The real income is increased. That is called income effect. So the relationship becomes price increase, demand decrease. Arrival of new consumers. When price of some commodities decreases, clear? When price of some commodities decrease or any commodities decrease, then the persons who can't afford before, now they can afford. So they also join the demand. Like when the price of a commodity falls, more consumers start buying it. Best example of this, like we use mobile phones. Clear? Before बात करूँ कब की, like before 10 to 15 or maybe 25 years back. So before back 25 years, like कॉल रेट्स बहुत महंगी थी. लाइक एक डब्बा होता था फ़ोन का, उससे हम कॉल किया करते थे और फ़ोन आना एंड जाना, बस हेलो हाय एंड तक. बट अब नाउ ड्यू टू change in telecommunication, due to change in cellular techniques and network become cheap, now everyone has its own mobile. ठीक है? And they unlimited talk time also, so they are continue with the phones. So when the price of commodity falls, more consumers start buying it. This increase in number of consumer at a lower price and hence the demanded quantity. Different uses. If price of a commodity falls, they will be used for varied purpose and vice versa. The best example of this is electricity. If there is electricity, if electricity become cheap, then light भी जलाओ, पंखा भी जलाओ, AC भी जलाओ, bulb भी जलाओ, सब, ठीक है? We can use in more uses. But if electricity become more costlier, सब बंद करके एक ही रूम में बैठे. This is the power of money. This is the power of price. If the commodity have different uses, that if it become cheap or it become costlier, then the uses are affected. But if the commodity have single use, and it become cheap or costlier, then there is no effect in demand. Okay, there is no effect in demand. Like salt, clear? Salt, if become cheap, it become costlier. We have no metals. But electricity, sweets, sugar, whatever the things which have multiple uses, then their demand will fluctuate according to their price. So these are the reason of why does law of demand operate. There are the reason of, first one is law of diminishing marginal utility, which you may understand very good. If you can't understand, we will discuss this topic in our next chapter, next class, that is consumer behavior, very detailed, in very detailed manner. So first one is law of diminishing marginal utility. The second one is income effect. The third one is substitution effect. Next one is alternative uses. Next one is arrival of new consumers. Clear? And now we move to our next topic, that is exception of law of demand. This question again be asked by two types. First one like this, what are the exception of law of demand? And the next one is, why does law of demand not operate? This may be asked by this. Or why does demand curve upward sloping? Here we discuss all those cases in which demand curve have upward sloping curve. So this question may be asked by this, what are the exception of law of demand? तो बस तो लकी है आप, डायरेक्टली आ गया, बहुत अच्छी बात है. नहीं आया तो नेक्स्ट इज व्हाई डज डिमांड कर्व अपवर्ड स्लोपिंग एंड व्हाट आर दी एक्सेप्शन ऑफ लॉ ऑफ डिमांड. ठीक है, व्हाई डज लॉ ऑफ डिमांड नॉट ऑपरेट? देयर मे बी थ्री. ठीक है, एक्सेप्शन ऑफ लॉ ऑफ डिमांड, व्हाई डज लॉ ऑफ डिमांड नॉट ऑपरेट, एंड द नेक्स्ट वन इज व्हाई डज डिमांड कर्व अपवर्ड स्लोपिंग. So here we discuss all those cases in which we make the demand curve upward sloping. Clear? Like income in inferior case, income in normal case. ठीक है, we just discuss it here. First one is conspicuous goods. This one the exception of law of demand. That conspicuous goods, like here we give the example of prestigious goods. What are the prestigious goods? शर्मा जी की वाइफ के पास 10 लाख का हार है, मेरे को 15 चाहिए, मेरे को 15 लाख का चाहिए. That means jealousy. Okay? Prestige. जिसके पास जितनी महंगी गाड़ी उसकी उतनी image, उतनी prestige. So if the question of prestige is come, then the persons ignore the prices. Okay, and he will do the more and more expensive, he will purchase more and more expensive goods. So it's also known as article of prestige value or snob appeal or article of conspicuous consumption. What is एक नाम है इनका, clear? Name है बस just. In this case, those goods demanded more which have high prices. Okay, done. Next, giffen goods. Giffen goods, we already discussed this, like inferior goods and price effect. We discuss it in inferior goods, price of commodity as inferior goods. All economists said that when price increase, demand decrease, price decrease, demand increase. But only Giffen is one of the economists. Giffen said that no, there are also some goods in which there is positive relationship. When price increase, demand also increase. Or we discuss it in our previous classes like barley maize, dalda ghee, and inferior superior goods comparison. Like Professor Robert Giffen propounded and explained Giffen paradox. This one is known as Giffen paradox or Giffen goods. Goods which have direct price demanded relationship are called Giffen goods. Coarse grains like bajra, low quality of rice and wheat, etc. are in this category. You may do the certain thing that you may draw the curve also. Given words, price increase, demand also increase, that means upward sloping curve, and explain it properly by labeling X, Y, prices and demand, P, Q, P1, Q1, and when price decreases, demand also decreases. There is a direct relationship, and if there is a direct relationship, what we do? We do the upward sloping curve. Okay? Chaliye. Next one is conspicuous necessity. What we study? We study the law of demand exceptions. So, why we discuss all those cases where price increase, demand decrease law is not applicable. Okay? So, conspicuous necessity, like in case of necessities, law of demand not operate. Like if any person needs medicine, then he does not consider the price. Obvious सी बात है कि if your family, your relative, my family, my relative, if is in hospital or he or she needs medicine of high value, so I am not think about the prices of the medicine, and just give him or her a best hospital, best medicines to be cured. So, in case of necessity, prices doesn't matter, so law of demand does not operate. Same as in case of emergency, if any shop is open only for 1 hour and the seller sells on high prices, then consumers have no choice. ये आप सबके साथ हुआ होगा अभी लॉकडाउन में. इन दिस लॉकडाउन अभी थोड़े टाइम के लिए शॉप्स ओपन हुई या पर्टिकुलर कमोडिटीज नहीं अवेलेबल हुई, तो यू मे बी गिव हाई प्राइजेस फॉर दोज कमोडिटी, माइट बी पॉसिबल. सो दिस वन द एग्जाम्पल, आई डोंट थिंक सो कि ये मोर एक्सप्लेन करने की जरूरत है. ठीक है, चले. द नेक्स्ट वन इज फ्यूचर एक्सपेक्टेशन अबाउट प्राइजेस. अगेन पेट्रोल प्राइजेस का भी एग्जाम्पल दिए थे हम आपको. अगेन if there is a gold, we consider about the gold prices. Okay, something marriage season is coming, say, so gold prices are increases continuously. Gold prices are increases continuously. Suppose today the gold price is 32,000. Okay, yeah, yesterday 32,000 and today is 35,000. Or maybe there is a future expectation that it will go to 40,000 or 42,000. Then here what we looked at, what we consider that price increase, but demand also increase. Consumer still increase its price because उसको पता है आज नहीं खरीदी तो कल और महंगी मिलेगी. Clear? So there is maybe more costlier, maybe chances to give more. So here we purchase more quantity even on high prices. Like gold prices and share prices, share market are also type of this. Okay. The last one is ignorance of consumer and speculative goods. Ignorance of consumer, like हमें किसी चीज के बारे में नहीं पता होता. Say for example, if your mother give you a money and go and said that go to the market and purchase the vegetables, and you don't know, even I don't know about that. So ignorance of consumer, if you don't have knowledge of something, so due to lack of information, consumer purchases it at a higher prices. Okay, so speculative goods. What are the speculative goods? Like share market, stock market again. So in these type of goods there are also the high prices, the goods are demanded more, which have high prices. Share market, stock market and share market has a tendency of more demand when prices are rising. These are not a certain list. You may add one or two or more in this. When law of demand not operate. Clear? Law of demand not operate when prestigious weather, You may write here weather. Weather is also exception, like due to climatic condition, if winter is coming, if rainy season is coming and the sweaters and jackets are more costlier, then you will have to purchase, you have no options. So again price increase and demand also increase, same as it is. And we also consider the fashion. Sorry, we also consider the fashion also. What is the fashion? What is the fashion? Fashion, some out of trend, some goods are out of trend, and then even the prices are cheap, you don't want to purchase them. So weather, fashion, climatic, population, etc. You may give those points here in which law of demand not operate. Clear? This is our the last class of law of demand. We are discussed about the demand meaning, demand function, factors affecting the demand, and about law of demand, change in quantity demanded, change in demand, and the next topic is why does law of demand not operate and why does law of demand operate. These are whole things. So you again this, I just want to say that in our next class we are discuss about the consumer behavior, but before consumer behavior you have to understand this concept, because there is a linkage between one topic and another topic in economics. Okay, so we will meet in our next class. Thank you.